Hello, hello, my wonderful collective. Welcome to my channel. This is me, Slava. Good to see everybody. And welcome the guests of my channel as well. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, my wonderful collective, let's do another reading for you. And let's take a look what messages the universe have for you today. What messages the universe have for you today? Okay. First card, Bouquet of Flowers. Beautiful card, wonderful card. One of my favorites. Okay, we'll put it aside. We have Fox. Okay, that's you, right? That's your energy. I feel like it. The Fox, smart, intelligent, right? A go-getter. Um, uh, you truly, I feel like, hunting, right? This is the card of a hunter. You applying your intuition, you applying your skills. You know what you want, right? So in other words, in a circumstances where somebody's trying to get you, right? A little do they know that you're watching them. Okay, so energy that you're very smart. You're very smart. You guarding, you protecting, right? You're protecting your stability. Really, this is exactly what you do, right? You're protecting your stability, you're protecting your abundance, you're protecting yourself, you're protecting your life, you're fighting for yourself. This is going to be a matter of redeeming yourself. If there are some sort of legal problems, there are some sort of documents here involving some sort of documents or contracts or anything to do with the law. So in other words, very good energy here. Very, very good energy here. Someone I feel like trying to outsmart you. Someone here is trying to outsmart you, but sadly for your enemies, they do not know who you are. They do not understand your capabilities and the fact that you will always fight for what is yours. But there's also a matter of some sort of law, contracts, documents, lawsuit. Let's clarify this card of a documents, official documents as well. Let's clarify the card of official documents. Yeah, some sort of new beginning here, right? New beginning, positive outcome for you here. Breakthrough. All right, so let's analyze it. Let's analyze. But I feel like you're on guard. You're very smart. So what is this situation is about? I also see that due to your intellect and due to your intelligence, which you're clearly not short of, right? By the card of bouquet, which is signifying you, symbolizing you, you created the stability for yourself by yourself. There's no one helped you, right? So the tremendous skill and power one possesses in order to create this beautiful bouquet of flowers, which is stability. It's not just one flower, it's a whole bouquet, right? So in other words, you have a pool of opportunities. You know that. You know what to do, when to do it, and take an action in the right time. Right now, you're just observing. Okay, you're observing, you're protecting that you already have. I also see, like I mentioned earlier, there's something to do with law, maybe, official documents. If you are waiting these official documents, yeah, there is a card here of Knight of Pentacles. It will arrive. There's a person here, in a uniform, military, police, whoever else wears a uniform. You kind of waited for this for a long time. It's very slow. So you're wondering, why is it so slow? Why is things taking so slow? Knight of Pentacles is very, very slow card. Very, very slow for some reason. But at the end of the day, I do see that you will get that in the right moment. There's a lot of manipulations here, see? The puppeteer, manipulations. Someone tried to manipulate you. Or the delay is a tactic. Someone's utilizing a tactic of delay. Delay is a part of manipulations, okay? There's definitely someone here that's trying to manipulate you. But you say, no, 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 that's not how it's going to work. So you do not fall for somebody else's manipulations. That's exactly what I see here. Someone's trying to manipulate you. Someone's trying to delay that new beginning for you by the card of a child, because you do have this new beginning ahead of you, right? You're ready, right? You're ready. But there's just too much delays for some reason. And that's because someone here is trying to manipulate it. Someone intentionally trying to manipulate the situation, which you clearly do not fall for it. You know their tactics. The fox and a manipulator. Who is this puppeteer? Who is this manipulator? Who's trying to manipulate the situation? Yeah, I see 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is what? It could be some sort of society, a group of people, right? Fake people. People that laugh, people that pretend, right? And individuals who often gather in a very fancy surroundings. Privileged people, those who think that they're better. Privileged community, privileged society, white collars, you know, it's like, yeah, tee ha ha, our life is so great. No, it's not. Because there's this 10 of Swords. They do not show it. There's a female here. Doesn't have to be a female. It's a group of people, but these people, they laugh. They pretend they're fine. They pretend they're okay. But they're not okay. They're suffering. They know that they're done. They know that they're finished. And yet they're still trying to manipulate you with all of these 10 of Swords in their own back. It flew back to them. Whoever this community is, it's some sort of community here that at one point utilized the law. Could have been anything. Fraud, perjury, falsified evidence, falsified documents. Anything, right? It's a law here. It's an official document. And yet, right, 10 of Swords right underneath, right? They pretend that they're fine, but they're not. They're not fine. It's fake. It's a fake community, fake society, manipulators. A community that costumed to delay things as a tactic to manipulate. Not flying with you. I tell you that much. You're too smart. You know their tactics. Some sort of community, like I said. Community of so-called privileged people. People that are empty, you know, empty. They're empty. They have nothing. It's all fake. Two-faced. They manipulate each other to get ahead. What kind of society, community that is? The Empress. Feminine energy. But I feel this is your energy. An Empress. Manipulators feel upset. Manipulators feel upset because you're standing strong in your energy of an Empress. In the past week or so, I noticed that your energy, guys, switched. It's changed. It's changed. You're just stepping into your power as an Empress and an Emperor. And I noticed that when I do these readings for you guys. Right? Empress, your new beginning is you in a position of an Empress. You become different. You pretty much completely shed the old skin. This is who you become, an Empress. Fertile, rooted, right? There's a card of roots, and you standing here. Whoever these backstabbing manipulators, they try to pull you out with your roots, but your roots are deep. They can cut out the tree. They can take everything from you, but they will never take the roots that is rooted inside of your soul. That's how powerful you are. So it's easy for you to bloom. You see? It doesn't matter if you cut off the tree. The roots remains the same. And the the card of a child, right? It's a new blossom. You blossoming again. And your enemies try to cut you down again. And you blossom again. Because your roots only spreading deeper and deeper. Do you know what I mean? This is what I feel. So they're not happy. Manipulators not happy here. See? Not happy. Watching from a background, on a distance. Observing your energy, observing who you become. And whoever these puppeteers are, that is now in this Ten of Swords themselves, they don't want to show that they're suffering as a result of their own foolish actions. They don't show that they're jealous and envious of your power as an empress. They hide in it, but they understand that they cannot do anything about it. At the end of the day, you outsmarted them. Now that's what I'm talking about, power, right? And envy, right? They're hating the fact. They're hating a lot of things about what's happening right now to you in your life and as well as in theirs. But most of all, they hate the fact that you finally realized your own potential. That's what they hate the most. When you showed them silently, patiently, wisely who you are. And you are not going to lower down your standards for anybody. They hate the fact that you're independent, confident, strong. But yet, they don't show it. They don't show it. They have all of these swords in their back. They're bleeding, pretty much, with pain and envy, disappointment. But they don't show it. Why? Because whoever that society is nothing but a manipulators. Manipulators, they try to manipulate you, and they can't. They can't. So you taught some narcissist a very valuable lesson, right? Very valuable lesson. So in regards to these manipulators, they're hiding their suffering, right? They're suffering quiet. They don't show their suffering because ego, they have big egos. They're manipulators, narcissists, right? Big ego. Oh, I cannot show to anybody that you blossom. What else bothers this community about you and your life? What else bothers them the most? What else bothers them? What bothers this narcissistic community? They cannot take any actions right now. I tell you that right now. They cannot do anything to you. They can't. Okay? Knight of Pentacles represents, it's a card of somebody who's standing still. No movement. Okay? For example, the Knight of Swords is a card of action, movement. If there were to be, let's say, a card such as Knight of Wands, energy, movement. Knight of Pentacles is a card in tarot that says, my horse is stopped, meaning I don't move. I don't move. I wish to manipulate you as an empress, but I can't because I'm suffering myself. Ten of Swords. I'm in pain. I'm hurt. And this is the energy of your enemies right now. They're absorbing you. They're watching you blooming, blossoming. But what else bothers these narcissists, these manipulators, either one person or a community of people? What bothers your enemies the most about you? What bothers them? The fact that you, like I already said, you brought some ending. You transformed. Death card. You transformed. You shed your old skin. You went through tremendous, yes, painful death, meaning transformation. The old you died. Let me say it bluntly. The old you died. Now there is a new you. And these manipulators understand. Because the strategy Knight of Pentacles, card of strategy. The strategy that they'd created with hopes that they will continue to manipulate you died. They don't have tools anymore. They made a plan that's supposed to work, maybe in court, maybe in law, maybe in convicting you, prosecuting you, whatever the case may be. And what bothers them that you're just like, oh, not a problem. I'll become different. You changed yourself. And that's what bothers them. The ending. They know that they're not prepared. They weren't prepared. They weren't prepared to see you transformed. They thought you're gonna be an old you, naive, too kind, foolish, forever wearing your pink shades on, not noticing what's happening around you. But that's not you. You always been smart. Another information my guide's telling is that you have very smart eyes. I don't know, maybe somebody commented on you saying your eyes is like, a lot of people scared to look into your eyes. People's afraid of you because you see right through the bullshit. You have very vivid eyes, like buttons, okay, buttons eyes, maybe big eyes, or like a cat eyes. Maybe you wear the way you put your makeup if you're a feminine in a certain way. Your eyes are seeing a lot of pain, but also an eyes that carry a lot of knowledge. People are scared of you here because you brought an ending here. They thought, like I said, they saw that they could manipulate you. And look, now they're crying. Manipulators crying. They're crying. They're sad. They're sad. They know. You put a stop to their movement. They can't move. You transform your life, and you most definitely transformed your enemy's life. They're not the same. They will never be the same. Do you understand? There are manipulators crying right now. See, crying. The puppeteer. And who's above this manipulator? You. That's your card. All of these 4 is about you. You above this manipulator. You watching like a hawk. You're watching your surrounding. You're not gonna allow anybody to ever try to manipulate you again. What else bother your enemies about you? What else bothers them? Why are they crying here? There's a card of time. It's gonna be a very long time of their sadness. What else bothers these manipulators about you? Two of Wands. Beautiful card. Two of Wands is about choices, right? Choices bothers them. You that type of person that you always learning, right? We have a wise person here that reads a lot of books, right? Books signifying knowledge. You're learning. You're like a sponge that sucks in all the information, right? You're growing. Books is a card of knowledge. It's a card of wisdom. It's a card of choices. You have a choice. That's what bothers them. You choosing. You maybe already have chosen something, right? See, the beauty about life that everybody has a choice. There's always a choice. We all choose. You chose you. You chose yourself. And you made the right choice. Your enemy is now crying because of the choices they have chosen and made, and particularly harming you. Right? So do you understand? Choices, choices. You made choice that best suited you. You choose yourself. You choose the path of wisdom, path of righteousness, path of education, self-development, self-growth. And your enemy made their own choice. And the choices your enemy have chosen brought them into pain, into betrayal. They tasted their own medicine. That's what makes them mad, because they understand now that they made the wrong choice towards you. If your enemy could have returned back the time and never mess with you, they would have do that. But they understand they can't. Now they stuck with the choices they have chosen, which led them to their own pain, suffering, and endings. There's choices here, right? The choice is no longer available for your enemies. But for you, yes. What else bother your enemies in regards of you personally as a person? Eight of Swords. What bothers them? Well, bothers them that they could have not restrain you, detain you, right? You know what bothers them the most? Oh man, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. You're gonna love that. Okay, so your enemies say, how is it possible? How is it possible? Look, Eight of Swords. We tied her hands down. Your hands were tied. There is no movement. There's no restrictions. No matter which direction you were supposed to go, there were trap here, trap here, trap here, trap everywhere around you. Right? What is an Eight of Swords? It means your hands are tied. What does that mean? You could have not do anything. But yet, you managed to become an empress. Right? Again, coming back to the symbolism of this beautiful card of an empress. Roots. Roots where is in the soil. It's dark, right? Dark. Look at this. Look at this. How is that? You're like, okay, well, I may not be able to do anything externally, right? Because of what this manipulator, psychopathic society have did to you. But instead, you grow downwards, deeper and deeper. You become a deeper person. You transform yourself from within. This is the card of within. Roots is within you. This is external, the trees. You weren't able to do anything outside, right? You could have not been able maybe to have a relationship because you knew there's sick people that would destroy your relationship. You could have not complained perhaps about incompetence of police that could have targeted you, incompetent judges or crown prosecutor or psychopaths that put restriction on you maybe. And you said, you know what, that's fine, I don't care. Then I will put my energy within me and I'll make my roots deeper. And that's exactly who you become. And that's what pisses them off, because they never thought it would be possible. You see? It should have never be a possibility. With the restrictions, the most unprecedented restrictions that were put against you and on you as a human being. It's magical, okay? You're a miracle. In their eyes, you're like a miracle. Because this should have not happened to you. That's what pisses them off the most. How could have you become so powerful, so empowering, so intelligent, so positive, so optimistic while you suffered? How? You suffered, and yet you become the best version of you. And that alone is a miracle. So they're mad. They're not mad, they're upset, right? They're, like I already said, there is an ending for them, right? Ending, that's it. They can't do anything. They can't do anything. How does your enemy feel right now with the fact that they're stalled here? There's no movement for them. It's over for them. They know it. They know that they will have to answer legally, card of law, card of documents, official documents. Legally, they will have to answer for what they did to you. So how do they feel? How does your enemies feel? But you're truly incredible. This is so incredible, you know? This is a perfect example. When life gives you lemons, you made lemonade. You made lemonade, okay? That is about you. That is about you. So how does these manipulators feel with everything that is happening? How do they feel? They know they're going to have to answer it. It's a card of justice. They know karma's flying in already for them. There's 10 of they're in 10 of swords. They're finished. They don't show it, but they know it. You know it. Okay, you know it. You're a fox. Commander Fox. You're in charge of your own life. Whether your hands are tied or not, it doesn't matter. Nobody can force you how to feel. Right? Technically, there's only two emotions you can feel. Either you, an optimist, positive, which is definitely the bestest thing you can do, is to remain positive no matter what you go through. Or be a pessimist. Now, if you're a pessimist, you'll fall. If you're an optimist, you grow. And majority of my collectives are 100% optimists. So your enemies, they know the justice coming. They know. It's already made, like I said, it could have already arrived. It's already knocking, right? Justice, heavenly justice. If you know that this is not your situation and you don't have any legal problems or corruption, or you were a victim of miscarriage of justice, or you were tortured or subjected to any, in other words, when there's a government and law involved. If this is not your case, then justice represents heavenly karma, heavenly justice arrived to your enemies. They cannot hide it anymore. It's heavy. It's coming in heavy with a punishment. Same scale. Everybody gets what they deserve. At this situation, nobody will avoid justice. Nobody. So they know legal problems, lawsuits, imprisonment, incarceration, karma. They know they will have to answer for it. In the season of water, so season of Cancer, water, July, water sign. It will be a water sign season. So whatever the water sign months are. Cancer, mid-June, end of July. Or Scorpio season. It will be a water season, if this is a legal matter. The card of witch, yeah. If there is somebody did witchcraft on you, if there was somebody who did witchcraft on you, also karma flew in for this witch. Okay? That witch have no power anymore. Whoever did witchcraft on you, if this was a practitioner who did satanic rituals on you or voodoo or whatever, that person lost power. No power. Okay? Zero. Zero doesn't work. Now, and those who paid somebody to do witchcraft, is also by the Justice card getting boomerangs. Could be two scenarios. The practitioners and the person who also did witchcraft. But for some of you, you could have been a victim of witchcraft. Intentional witchcraft that was done. It's a payback for witchcraft. Karma. They're getting boomerangs. Getting boomerangs. Some witch here. Who is this witch? Who is this? Who is this crazy witch? What is this witchcraft card? It's kind of funny, right? If somebody if somebody has to do witchcraft to stall you, that's just show you that how weak your competitors are. Weakest of the weak. Weak. Clarifying the card of justice and witchcraft. Who is this witch? Card of the witch came up. Witchcraft. Six of Swords. Emperor. Yeah, leaving some emperor. Fire sign. Work. Money. Okay. Two of Cups. Family. And a woman. Woman and a man. Woman and a man here. Woman and a man that were obsessed with career. They wanted a new beginning for themselves. Financial beginnings. Family. Stability they wanted. Okay? See? It's a card of the family. Emperor. Empress. Power. This could be her. Woman wanted career, wanted money. She wanted to have a family, a relationship. Okay. She wanted to have a good relationship with a man, if this is a love. It's some sort of love situation here. Witchcraft on you was done because of some woman who really loves money. Right? Or maybe some man left her and wanted to be with you. It's a woman, a gold digger. She loves money. She doesn't have capabilities. She's not an empress. She wanted to be, she wants to be, but she's not. And of course, the Eight of Pentacles is a card of financial abundance. She wanted everything. She wanted good relationship, good family. She wanted love, and she wanted business. See, money, working, Pentacles. So witchcraft was directed for this woman personal financial growth on all areas of her life. Love and money. Love and money and the new beginnings. She wanted this new beginnings. She wanted that chance. So it's a woman here that did witchcraft, this one. Work was done, paid. She paid money for it. She didn't do it herself. She paid. So woman here, your number one enemy looks like to me. She's getting karma. She's getting boomerangs. Why would anybody do witchcraft? For what? What do they want it? They want to attract something for themselves. If this is not a witchcraft, which I give greater than 50% chance that yes, she could have done that, then this is simply means a jealous, envious, dark person, right? Dark female, dark woman. Not natural blonde. She could be blonde, but she doesn't have to be. Dyed blonde. Really wanted to attract everything for herself. Only cared about herself. She's now getting boomerangs. What did she wanted to attract here? Why there's an Eight of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Two of Cups is about relationship, love. She wanted marriage. What did she wanted to attract through all of this devilry here? What did she wanted for herself, this woman? In competition, she was competing with you over this Ace of Cups. Over this Ace of Cups, right? She wanted that cup, the cup. She was fighting for it. This was her battle. She was fighting with you. So she's definitely a competitor. She's not a stranger. She's not a stranger. You may not know her. You might have never spoke to her directly. But she knew about you. She knew about your existence. She watched you. She learned about you in the most stalking, sickest way, like a stalker. Because Five of Swords, she wanted to outsmart you, to beat you. Right? She's like, haha, look at me. You'll never catch me. Right? She did something and ran away. She got away with it. Back then, she got away with it. She ran away. But it wasn't no fair competition. But she wanted the Ace of Cups, right? Fulfilled, emotional fulfillment for herself. I already told you what it was. It could have been over a man. She wanted to be a wife, somebody's wife. Maybe some man dated you or wanted to be with you, and she wanted him. She's like, oh no, this is gonna be mine. This Ace of Cups will be mine, she said. So now she's getting boomerang for that. What else she wanted? Opportunity, right? That she wanted the life to present her this Ace of Cups. But at what cost? What else she wanted? Stall you. Four of Swords. So you take no action about it. She wanted to stall you. Or this also could resonate that somebody would not love you or giving you this love of cup. So in other words, she wanted you to have nothing. And the only way would be possible, in her opinion, is of course through devilry, through witchcraft, through slander, framing, defamation, harming you, right? It was not right techniques used. Whatever technique she used, whether it's to be a dark arts or perjury, meaning lying to the police, falsifying evidence, colluding with other people to target you. It was Five of Swords represents the card of a thief, the card of a liar, the card of somebody who strategized in order to get what she wanted. And she really did not wanted you to have somebody's love. She didn't want you to have somebody's love. She didn't want you to be with somebody. And she really wanted to stall you. To stall you. See, Four of Swords. So you just lay there. Right? Lay there, stalling. To stall your life. See, King of Cups here. King of Cups. So man would not love you. So some man would not give you that cup of love. All because somebody might have had feelings towards you. And that drive her mad. She was angry about it. She didn't want that. So I can say that this is some sort of woman that knew the same man that you were with. Some woman that did not wanted you to receive love or attention from some man. Or she wanted to attract that love from the man you were with. Because there is a King of Cups here. Clarify the card of King of Cups and an Ace of Cups. Yeah, social media, stalking you. She stalked you on social media. She strategized. She learned your techniques, your patterns. the way you speak, the way you dress, the way you look. She strategized here. Something about social media. She watched you very closely. Very closely. She strategized how to stall you. So jealous. It was a competition of some sort, or because of some man here. Yeah, see, your enemy. Enemy. She had money on her mind. Remember, there was a card of Eight of Pentacles came in, and a partnership. Two of Cups, partnership. For this sick woman, it was about finances. She did this only because she wanted money. Of course, she's a Queen of Pentacles. She needed money. She doesn't have enough brains to make it herself. Maybe it was in regards of some sort of child support, alimony. Maybe she simply wanted some sort of business with some man that was with you, and she felt threatened that you will create a successful business together. That enemy of yours that is now getting karma and yet to be prosecuted, whoever this woman was, the money was on her mind. That's the only thing she ever cared for. Money. Nothing else. Just money. But somehow you were on her way. She's seen you as a competition, as a threat, right? That's why she targeted you, because she felt intimidated by you. She felt you're a very strong competitor. And I know you are. You're smart. She knew that. So she needed to get rid of you at any cost. And that's where that Five of Swords comes in, is to get rid of you at any cost. See, she ran away from the police. That's a cops here. See, was a weapons here, right? On the somebody. She's like, nobody will ever catch me. She set you up. You were set up by this woman. But she wanted money. Enemy wanted money. Now she's getting judgment. Karma. I do see that she most likely on a distance from you. She's on a distance from you. There's a card of a boat. Okay, card of the boat. That's why the only way she could have really watched you is on social media. A lot of her strategy was used on internet. So whatever she did in order to set you up, outsmart you, was done on social media. Her strategy was somehow to use your social media against you. She's still probably watching your social media too. I just wanted you to let you know. Don't share much about your personal life. This is not yet over until she gets incarcerated. There's a law here. And judging by what she did, she could have done something criminal. She watched you online, Instagram. She could have contacted you under fake name. She could have added you as a friend using some sort of animal image. I see animal image, chameleon or lizard, something like that. Some ridiculously foolish username like chameleon or flamingo, or an image of chameleon or an image of flamingo. It's so dumb. Okay, so ridiculous. But hey, she didn't put her real name. Yeah, she interfered, right? Third party interference. She directly interfered in your life because she wanted money. Okay, well, she can tell that to the jail guards, the story, right? The real story. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm laughing. I'm laughing because the foolery of your enemy here is it's ridiculous. And now she's, she's attending the social gathering and laughing and, telling jokes. And I'm like, oh, stop faking it. Stop faking it. You're done. But she keeps faking it, right? She's a manipulator. She cannot show. She goes home and then she cries. But in front of everybody else, her life is wonderful. It's okay. It's all right. We don't care, right? We don't care. You're an empress. You don't care. If you manage to become an empress going through this, you don't care about little pathetic um, shenanigans. So money was on her mind. Why? Why was money on her mind? Let's find out. Why was money so important? If she's so self-sufficient, if she's so intelligent, couldn't she take care of herself? Couldn't she take care of herself? She needed somebody to take care of her? If she's that smart, I don't see anybody taking care of you. You're taking care of yourself. But money was on her mind. She needed money. Right? It's a typical coward narcissist. See, Nine of Pentacles. She wanted to be privileged, right? She got accustomed to certain lifestyle. Self-proclaimed privileged, right? Look at her. She's in a forest here, or a garden. But she thinks she's in a, like, I don't know, queen's garden with a gate. She thinks she's a queen. She could be sitting on the grass, having her tea parties with herself, thinking she's in a king castle. You know what I mean? Unrealistic expectation. She wanted a lot. She got accustomed to this lifestyle of a queen. She ain't no queen. It's like, where are you? In a Century Park? Look around. It's a dog park. There's lots of people walking. You're not in a palace. But that's what she wanted. She imagined in her mind that she will have this, a very successful lifestyle. That she's going to live in a multi-million-dollar mansion. That she will drive this expensive sports cars. Right? That's the part of your enemy where there's some wrong with this woman. Wrong. Not normal. She created this image of herself that she's not. She's not that. She wanted it. She wanted it at any cost, including lying to the police, setting you up, strategizing about some online bullshit, lying, making reports about you, some delusional, sick reports. What kind of cops would have believed this sick woman? Does cops ever understand what is a net worth is? What is a net worth? Google it. Assets minus liabilities equals net worth. What is her net worth? Doesn't matter what she wears. Doesn't matter where she lives. What is her income? Who the heck is she? But she proclaimed herself to be this Nine of Pentacles. Yes, she's a clown. That's who she is. A clown, a fool. Yapping, blapping, pretending she's all that. Yep, yep, hooray. But she's zero. 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 Nothing. That's exactly what it is. A zero. A fool. And she acted like a clown. And yet nobody's seen. Nobody's seen that she's a clown. Your enemy is a clown, okay? That wanted money. Yeah, see, look at this. Money. Give me, give me, give me. Give me. Give me money. She wanted somebody to give her money. So anyways, whoever this enemy is, whoever this enemy is, whatever she pictured this imaginary things of what her life should be, turns out to be that it's not going to be like that. It's going to be otherwise. And yet she involved other people too. Question is, who would have believed lies came out from this woman's mouth? Okay. All right, so this is about enemy. And in regards, like I said, there is a justice to your enemy. Justice, karma. Doesn't matter if they're smiling, faking. This is the end already. You stole them, right? Clarify the card of justice. What will be the justice for this enemy of yours? That only cared about money. No money, okay? What will be the justice card? This is the card of poverty. Exactly what it is, poverty. It's lack of money. That's what your enemy wanted. Your enemy wanted money. And right now, the karma, it's already happening. It's already happening. No money. You see? Who does not still believes that karma is a real thing? What goes around comes around. It's proven fact through the beginning of human race. It's proven beyond reasonable doubt. What goes around comes around. May take time. But right now, this woman's punishment, alongside everybody who supported her, this could have been a couple, could have been somebody else, doesn't matter. 1, 10, 100, it doesn't matter. This is the card of the punishment. Punishment for your enemies is that they have no money. You pretty much did, you know what you did? That's another one why I admire you and how incredible you are. You pretty much took these imaginary glasses that your enemies wore, you know, and nobodies who thought you're nobody, and you just literally, one by one, I'm going to take your glasses off. Oh, I'm going to take your masks off. Oh, I'm going to expose you too, right? You pretty much expose them. Expose them. One by one. You showed everybody who's who. And yet somehow, against all odds, you managed to turn your energy into an empress. Against all odds. Who's the winner? Who's the winner here? Time showed, and that is you. You're the winner. You showed them. You showed her. You showed everybody. You exposed these people as fools they are for believing that they're entitled to get more than what was initially destined for them to have. And if you interfere in somebody's destiny and steal, either through magic, through lies, you're gonna get whacked by justice. You're gonna get such a heavy boomerang flying up your head that you will lose everything what you could have initially have. And that's how karma works. So the punishment for your enemies, they have no money. They wanted it, now they got none. And that's going to be a long process. It's going to be a long process. It all depends to who was involved. There's, like I said, third party were involved. There's a lot of people were involved. And everybody gets what they deserve accordingly. You did this, Okay, that's your punishment. Oh, you did that? Okay, that's yours. At that point, everybody will get a proportionate penalty, either temporary, permanent, infinite, to each their own. Let's take a look. What messages else for you, my wonderful empresses? What else for you, my wonderful? There's the card intense. The intensity of a true soul connection includes great heights and great lows. It's pretty intense. I tell you that much. Intense energy, right? Intensive. This is a card of respect. Respect your relationship, not just relationship, but it also means you gaining respect from people. A lot of people are watching you through magnifying glass. In other words, you gain respect. You are being respected. Even your enemies will respect you. They may never tell you this, but they will respect you. They respect you, okay? There's a lot of people respecting you, I feel like it. Of course, who wouldn't respect you? Look through what you've been through and who you become. Who would not respect you? But people respect you. Why? Why do people respect you? For what people respect you? And I'm talking about society, because I'm sure this crazy over here involved everybody, the whole entire government, from lawyers to judges to minister of justices to chiefs and generals and news reporters, you name it. She's crazy, okay? Your enemy is cuckoo. They're all fools, clowns. But you are respect. It is intense. It's a lot of emotion, but a lot of people are respecting you here, okay? Why do people respect you? For what people respect you? Ace of Cups. That you look at this. That you pretty much. Remember, this is what initially was done against you. So somebody else get that abundance, Ace of Cups, instead of you. So people is like, whoa, she managed or he managed to get that Ace of Cups when it was impossible to do so. People respect you that you simply got what yours, whatever it is you were fighting for. Redemption of your name, innocence, whatever was initially the reason why this woman targeted you. You got it back. Plus some. So she did not succeed. She did not succeed. I can assure you of that. You got it back. And that's worthy of respect. That's worthy of respect. And you, celebration, right? Celebration, happiness. That you're happy. And that's exactly what elevates you. Celebration. You will celebrate. People celebrating you. People happy. Yes, it's intense emotions. Why intense emotions? Some like your enemies, they're upset. But there's those that cheer with you, that cheer for you, that's celebrating with you. Justice. Justice. Victory. That you brought a case that was already dead. Dead case. Right? Time was lost. And yet you brought justice upon your enemies. With such a grace, such an intellect, patience. You waited. You waited, right? This is you. You waited silently. You knew that it was temporary. The reason why it's so incredible, because, and this is once again signifies an empress you are, that you trusted the process. Four of Swords, it's a card of a person that trusts the higher powers. You trusted the process. You knew that everything will be okay. Somehow you knew it. And you weren't wrong. You have waited and waited for years, some of you for decades. But at the end of the day, the card of justice, the card of Three of Swords, and an Ace of Cups is returning back to you. Times 3, because there's a 3. Times 3. 3 times as luck, 3 times as abundance, 3 times as success. You tripled your luck. You tripled your success. Now you see, even those things initially, according to you, not necessarily maybe in your favor at first. And all it really takes is patience, is simply trusting the process. That's why people respect you, because you've done undoable. Whatever it is you've done was the situation, it's very few would survive. Very few would survive. Patience is truly a virtue, and you proved it. You showed it upon your own example. And that alone worth your respect. Well done. Okay. Okay, my wonderful collective. This was the reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Always remember to be strong. Trust the process. Be thankful for everything that you have, whether it's good or bad. And everything will be okay. All right. Also, thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you so much. I love you and appreciate you kindly. And of course, all of you. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, comment. I will see you shortly. Bye-bye.